Hi, welcome back to the channel and a new video on the RS Turbo. So today's video is going to be something a little different. We've managed to source a Mongoose stainless exhaust system from one of my subscribers. So thank you James for that, much appreciated, and I hope you enjoy the video of us cleaning it up and giving it a mirrored finish, hopefully. So what we'll do is I'll take you over and I'll show you the rest of the exhaust and the condition that it's in. We'll get the brackets off and we'll start cleaning it up. So this is the back box of the system.
Yes.
We've already had a little go at cleaning it up. So this is what we're kind of trying to achieve, isn't it, Ted?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, it's not... Still a little bit of marking there, but what we'll do is we'll use the metal polish and try our best with cleaning it up.
Yep.
But this is a 3-inch tailpipe. It's supposed to be quite rare to get it in a 3-inch tailpipe, because a lot of people wanted the 4-inch exhaust, the rolled out tips. But I'm trying to keep the car as standard as I can, but I think a nice exhaust, giving it a nice tone, will make it nice or sound nice. So we go over to the rest of it. This is what it's like. So I think it's just general, just discoloured and general dirt.
I've got some dirt on my fingers.
You have it, yeah.
That's what I have on my fingers.
You're going to help me try and clean it up, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the downpipe. So this is the downpipe.
Yeah.
The front section of the exhaust, and then we've got the middle bit goes around the fuel tank. They've got a joint there. It comes round by the rear arms and then joins onto the back box. So what we do is we get the old impact out. We get this apart, so it just makes it a bit easier for cleaning this up. And I think what we're going to use is a bit of emery cloth, the old Scotch-Brite pad. Just try and knock off the worst of the dirt. There's a little bit of sandpaper, but I may not use the wet and dry because it tends to scratch it a little bit deeper than the Scotch-Brite pad. And we've also got, what do you want to test this? So metal polish to use on the angle grinder there, and I bought about 20 of these polishing pads off Amazon. So we should have enough to try and make the rest of the exhaust look like this. And we might even try polish inside as well. So what we'll do, Ted, is we get the camera set up on the tripod and we'll start cleaning it up. Right, so we've got this up on the workbench here. So what I'm going to do is get this bracket off the silencer, just so we can clean up underneath it rather than just clean up to it. So what I want you to do, Ted, is can you hold that one? Hold that one. Hold this one here. Ready? Yeah. Let's just do that. You got it?
I try doing it with my hand.
Yeah, okay. Keep it on it.
What?
Keep it on it. Take that right out. There you go. Take off. Take off. Just take its pan away. That's it. Alright. So we've got that off the silencer.
Yeah.
We can polish this up as well while it's off.
Look at this.
So we'll just get that.
It's all yellowy.
Yeah, it's where the dirt's got in there. So what I think we also need to do now is get that section up. And we get that bracket off, Ted.
What bracket?
Look down there.
This one.
Down there.
This one.
No, that mounts the turbo.
This one?
Put that on this one up. Right. So we're going to get this one off over here.
Yeah.
So we can clean it all up nicely. Right, so what you want now? Not that one now. That's too big. I want 13mm for that one.
I'll go grab the 13.
No, I've got it in the impact gun there. The yellow gun.
Yes.
You gonna go there?
Yep.
Do you want me to help you? Gently. Right. Let's just make sure it's going the right way first. Let's go that way. Right. Can you pull trigger?
Yeah.
Right, gently.
Go.
Go on. Right. Whoa, that's not done quick. And now again.
Right.
This one. Again. Right, you go. Right, that's pretty much off. Right, you put it back on the floor.
Huh?
Put it back on the floor. Good way. So that come off nice and easily.
Yep.
So what we need to do is we'll probably end up replacing these, put some new ones on when it gets time around to put it back on the car. So what I'll do is I'll just keep these for now with the exhaust.
We could polish them and put them back on.
You could try, but I think
Good.
they're
New ones.
probably cheap enough just to replace maybe some new ones because they're not stainless steel. So we put that down there. So what we need to do is get this apart. So,
Pot.
yep. Do you want to hold one and not hold the other, or should we put it in the vise? Should we clamp it in the vise like that?
Yeah.
Clamp it in the bench.
Nice.
We clamp that like that. Yeah. So then what we can do is give this a wiggle. Look at that. Oh,
How's that come off?
it is coming. Right, now let's just do that up a bit more. You got hold of it?
Yeah.
Good boy.
This is really hard, isn't it?
It is.
Should we put some of that stuff up?
We could try put a little bit of WD on it. I'll help it out. I'll open it, you squeeze it. Did it? That's it? Whoa. Right, I'm going to try and do it right there. That's it. Let's give that a go then.
Try that.
Try that, shall we?
Yeah.
Right.
This is a fun video.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Look at that. That made it easy, didn't it?
Yep. That's making it really easy to slide off. It's coming off.
There we go.
We got it off.
Got it off. Right, which bit do you want to start with first? Want to do the tail piece? Or should we do the sections?
Towel.
I'm going to try a towel piece, do you? Right. Let's get this out of the way. Just makes it a lot easier to clean up when it's in sections. Hopefully we can remember how to get back together again. Right. Let's put that up there then.
I'll get that.
So what we'll do is I'll put you in a little bit of a better position.
Yeah.
We'll put it onto a bit of time lapse and we'll start cleaning it up. So what we do before we put on time lapse is just... Right, let's just bring the camera over a little bit. Right, do you want a little go? Do you want to go? Come on, keep going. Have you done anything?
No.
I think it's have a go. Right, a little bit of... Getting a bit... See, just a little bit of pressure. That's one thing you'll learn with working on cars, mate. A little bit of elbow grease. A little bit of hard work. Keeps them nice. We're going to try a little bit of sandpaper, a little bit of the old paper. Well, this isn't doing too bad a job.
It doesn't look like too bad. It skids on this off.
Got some of the dirt. I'm going to talk to the guys on the channel, on the viewers. To a lot of our subscribers. You can ask them to, if they like what they want, to subscribe. Yeah? I'm going to do it, am I? So guys, if you like what you're watching, please do consider subscribing. The channel is growing and the numbers are going up. But I'd like to try and grow it a little bit better, a little bit faster. So I'm going to try and get you some more videos out, get you some better content. And hopefully get the car back on the roads.
Yep.
So that's all you got to say, Teddy. So let's just swap this over. So there you go. That's literally just that few minutes of rubbing it with the Scotch-Brite pad. But it's a little bit harder work on this, so I might just have to get the wet and dry on that just to take that off, because I think that's the underside of the exhaust, so all this dirt's rolled round and dripped off of this bit, so it's going to be a little bit harder. So what we'll do is we whack it on a little bit of time lapse and we get this piece done and then work on to the rest. So, as you just see in the time lapse, I'll give it a rub down with a Scotch-Brite pad and some 600 wet and dry. Still got a little bit of staining on here. I'm hoping with a bit of polish, a bit of cutting compound and some metal polish, we'll be able to lose some of that. We certainly won't be able to lose that, but I'm going to try and just file that round, try and tidy this edge up a little bit. But considering it was pretty dirty, it has come up quite well. I mean, that's going to be under the car, but hopefully you won't notice it once it's on. But yeah, I think after one pass with a little bit of Scotch-Brite pad and some wet and dry, it's come up okay. It's got a few little dings here and there, but we'll move on to the pipes and then we get on to try and polishing it up and try and getting this really shiny as well. So once it's down there, it will look great. So guys, we've got the exhaust pipes here. Got a couple more bits behind me, and we're going to basically just do the same with these as we did with the back box. We're going to clean these up the best we can and then give them a polish. But I think to try and speed things up a little bit, we're going to try using one of the old surface conditioning discs on here. See how that leaves the metal ready for priming. Not priming. Ready for polishing. What am I talking about? Right, Ted.
Yeah.
Can we come back in a minute while I just do this? Let's just give it a little go and see what it's like. Well, I must say that made it a lot quicker, didn't it? Clean that up quite nicely. Obviously it's got a few like scratch marks in it, but we'll go over that with the Scotch Brite pad. Just try and take some of them out. Like so, and then we use the polishing compound and probably even my car polisher or the polisher we got on my air grinder. So what I think we do is we get all these cleaned up using that, and then we'll get some polish out. So there you go, guys. I think it's come up reasonably well considering the condition that it was in. It was obviously very tarnished and pitted in some areas. But so what we do now is I've got a load of 3G cutting compound over there. Just gonna spread a bit on, and then we use the old air dye, one of these polishing wheels, give it a polish, and see what it comes up like. Right, let's just squirt a little bit of the old 3G advanced liquid compound. I mean, it's probably not the right stuff for metal polishing, but I've got 2 tubes of it. So what I'll do is we give it a go, see what happens. Just spread it out a little bit. Put that off. Just get the old air cable air hose ready. Let's try this. Give it a wipe over. I'll show you the results. Right. So that's with just one pass of the polishing wheel. I should try and put a line in it. There, you can just see where this is the scuff side, and then that's where it's been polished. So I think with a little bit more work, that's going to come up quite nice. I come to here, up to here. I mean, you can see there's a little bit of pitting in it, but hopefully when we polish it all up, I'll be able to coat it with something that might protect it a bit better, stop the water getting into it and making it any worse. I think you agree, that's a lot better than, I think you can see a massive difference between there and there, can't you? But yeah, as I say, I think you'll agree that that's a lot better than what it was. So what I'll do is I'll crack on and we get the rest of the system polished up, and I'll show you what it looks like. So guys, slight change in method of on the polishing of the pipes. I found the G3 sort of clogged up a little bit on those little pads in the air drill, and also I changed from using the air compressor to get using my drill that I use for work, because it's just it was a lot quieter, so I could do it in the evening rather than having the old compressor running. But I think you'd agree that these have come up pretty well. The only thing I haven't done is this, because I've polished these without recording much of it. I just took some before and after pictures, so I'll put them in a second. But what I thought we'd do is I'll set the tripod up, and we'll polish the back box and the tip, and then you guys can see how I've done it. So I'll get that set up, and I'll cut back in. So, got the back box here. So what I'm going to do is just put some of the Auto Soul metal polishing on, and we spread it about a bit with the end of the polishing pad. I'll put a new one on for this, so just fling it everywhere, and away we go. Right, so let's grab a cloth, give it a wipe over, and I'll show you the results. Right. Grab it out the old. Let's get out the cradle. So this is the finish of it. The polishing's come up relatively well, but obviously this is where the strap goes on the exhaust, the silencer that hangs it from the underside of the car. But it's come up reasonably well. Still got a little bit of that staining here. I don't know if any of you guys can suggest anything that might actually get rid of this staining. But it's going to be under the car anyway, so it's not like the end of the world. But what we'll do is I'll finish up polishing the whole thing. I'll put it on some time lapse, so I won't bore you guys with doing the whole thing on normal video. And hopefully it'll come up. I'm hoping the tail part will come up really nice. But hopefully this will come up nice and shiny, and it'll look quite nice. So I'll crack on with it. So there it is, guys. As you've seen the time lapse, it's come up pretty well. I mean, it's not a new exhaust at the end of the day, so it's got its marks, it's got its little dents. But I think once it's under the car, and probably all you're going to see is that big old exhaust pipe. tailpipe sticking out, it'll look the part. But yeah, considering the colour it was before we started, I think you'd agree that it's come out pretty well. So for now, I think that will do on the polishing of the exhaust. But what I will probably end up doing is just whizzy wheeling these brackets up and that clamp up, and giving it a coat of some sort of paint, maybe a heat resistant paint for the clamp, and I may just put some satin black or something on the brackets to tidy them up. But for now, I think what I'll do is I'll wipe it over and put it into storage, ready for when we've done the underside of the Escort and ready to put the exhaust back on. So that's the exhaust all cleaned up and ready to get back on the car. I'd like to thank James once again for getting in contact and selling me the exhaust. So thank you very much, James. It's what I was looking for, and I'm sure it will look and sound the part. I'd like to just take this minute to thank everybody for watching the videos, and I hope you're enjoying the content so far. Please, if you're not a subscriber, do please consider hitting that subscribe button. I think we're only 7 away from 500, which is fantastic. I'm really pleased to have how many of you guys are subscribing and contacting me, and just generally enjoying the content and the restoration of the Escort. And we'll have to get the Maestro back on, because there's a couple of little jobs I need to do on that as well. So look out for future videos on the Maestro. So once again, guys, thank you very much, and I do hope you've all had a very nice Christmas, and I hope you all have a happy new year, and I'll see you in the next one.